middle. Okay, just push it. Yep. It might actually be, let's see if it works here.
This is traffic.
TCAS system test failed.
Yeah, so because of that, I knew it was going to do that. So what we're going to do is we got to turn on the IRSs.
Okay.
So what we're going to do here, if you want to do it, you can pull, I'll let you do this one, but I'll show you. You can pull this one.
Oh, yeah.
Then you go to nav.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
So now we're going to start aligning the airplane so it knows where it's, you know, what position is on the airplane. So yeah, if you want, you can take this switch, hold it down, and then just bring it to nav.
Okay.
One more. There you go. So now it's going to go through an alignment, and that's going to highlight the GPS and align all the satellites to tell us where the airplane is at the gate, so we can get a really good, like essentially a good GPS signal. And then when that's done, when I do the TCAS test again, it will say TCAS test okay.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I've always wanted to touch these buttons.
Yeah, I was the same way when I was your age. I was even younger. I was a kid always going up here in the cockpit and stuff like that, just talking to pilots, and I always told myself, I'm like, one day I'm going to be up there doing this stuff.
Should I do these real quick, the wipers?
Not right now, because I don't really got any water. So like, they don't want us using them when there's like not a lot of water on the windshield, because it can actually smear. But let's see.
Is hail the worst?
We try to avoid hail. So like usually, we want to stay away from the thunderstorms as much as we can. So because certain parts of the thunderstorm will throw out hail and whatnot. But yeah, hail is obviously not good for the airplane. It can do a lot of damage to it, especially when you're traveling at high speed.
Yeah, I've heard that Denver and New York had some like very crazy delays.
Yeah, we were out of there yesterday. We were coming in from Jamaica actually to Denver, and yeah, we had to get rerouted coming from the south because the thunderstorms are building up there. Yeah, so.
There's a cargo fire test.
Yeah, that is. So yeah, you can do that one too. Hit that test button. It's gonna do the same thing. Yeah. So we just test it, make sure it works. What you're doing is just trying to see that the actual lights up here. Just sort of shows up to the bottle. Yep. And then that fire, you can hit that red button. That's what we want. We want that to go extinguished. Yeah. Because when the alarm goes off for real life, you want to be able to extinguish the alarm. Yep. Obviously, that's really loud and obnoxious, but obviously it's an important thing.
To me, it scares me a little bit. It's like whenever I'm a pilot, it's like there's a bell ringing, I'm like, oh shoot.
And that's kind of how it's designed, right? It's designed to get your attention, right? It's like, hey, something's wrong, right? So obviously, a fire is a very big deal on an airplane. So
yeah, like one of these, you just turn it and then extinguish it.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's two bottles for the engine, and there's one for the APU. So like, yeah, if there was a fire where you pull and rotate it, that would extinguish.
I heard that Southwest had a passenger phone caught on fire.
Yeah, and that stuff happens too. The fire in the cabin is a very big deal. We have bags. See this red bag here?
Oh yeah.
So that's like a containment bag. So if there was like a cell phone or a laptop that was on fire, we can take that bag and put the device in the bag and seal it, so that way it won't light a fire anymore. It's pretty neat. The bag was like designed by NASA actually, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Yep.
APU looks like it's sleeping right now.
Exactly. So yeah, when we turn the APU on, so like, do you know what EGT stands for?
No.
It's exhaust gas temperature.
Oh.
So that tells us what so on the engines we have that too, So EGT on the engines. So when the engines are on, EGT tells us our exhaust gas temperature. When we start the engines, there's like a little red tick, and that's like our max temperature to start. We don't want that to go past that, because the engine would get too hot, and then we get the fire alarm probably. So
there's a lamp test.
Yeah, you can go ahead, hit that one too. And that tests all the lights in the airplane. So we do this test too to make sure there's no bulbs burned out, things like that. Make sure everything's working.
That's cool.
Yep. That's part of the captain's flow.
Does below GS mean like
below glide slope.
Oh.
So like you fly like on flight sim and you're like glide slope.
Oh yeah.
So that means you're below the glide slope. So I was saying like, hey, you got to get back on your path.
Oh yeah.
Something you don't want to hear, obviously. So
my flight simulator, it annoys me so much because it's saying glide slope. So I try doing it, it still does that. So.
Yep. So yeah, it just thinks like, so yeah, that would tell us like, hey, we're below our path, right? We want to get back on it. Yeah, it's like, and like honestly, like when I was playing flight sim in high school and college, like some of this stuff is so realistic. So when I came on the 737 at United, I was like, oh man, I remember a lot of this stuff from when I was playing flight sim in like high school. So, all right. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming up, and best of luck. You'll be up here in a couple years, man.
Our son's in here.
Yeah.